Alright, this is just a Gen 4, I think it was just OU battle, like, tournament, nothing. Um, but I think it shows why Pokemon is truly a game where you can't have a 100% win rate if you're a better player. So I'm using my Rhyperior team. Yes, that's Quick Claw that he just used. So take it out with my Tar. Goes to a Kingdra, and I'm like, okay, I have Irachi. Dragon Dances. I'm like, Body Slam time, baby. No. I'm like, that's fine. Body Slam again. No. I'm like, now it's time to start protecting and hoping I can. It's like I don't really switch into water moves with this team. It's a very flawed team. Like almost everything in DPP that I build is. So I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna sack it, go to something that can maybe take it, like, go Metagross, I'm gonna trick the Iron Ball. No, I'm not going to trick the Iron Ball. Please trick the Iron Ball. Thank you very much. And now I'm like, I really just, have to go to Lottie and then Dragon Pulse this. Because, like, they're gonna think, wow, Draco Meteor, right? I don't know if I need that crit, but, like, who stays in there when the Lottie is probably offensive? They'd not, like, super defensive like mine is. Just T-Wave the Cloister. And I'm going to recover up, or maybe I reflect here. It's one of the two. Yeah. Dragon Pulse just kills, and I'm like, wait, what? So that Cloister had practically no bulk. There's a Porygon Z, and I'm like, Dark Pulse, sure, that won't do too much. It did some damage. Then I'm like, can I para this? There we go, but I got burned by Tri-Attack, so now I can't stall it out. So I got a Tyranitar, clicks Dark Pulse. Now I'm just gonna Superpower again. Or I crunched. Probably because Trench killed. I calced it. Now as it Dunsparce, I'm like, please don't para-flinch me. And then it's Mud Slap. Luckily claim my kill. And this is where things get a little nuts. Yes, Hitmonchan Ice Punch the Tyranitar. When Drain Punch kills Latias. Because burn and sand damage. So I go Lati. Mach Punch kills, and I'm like, okay. Got a Rhyperior. So, like, this is the only thing I have. And EQ doesn't kill. But Sign finishes it off. And I'd just like to say, look how close this was. And the opponent's team. The immediate Ice Punch freezes. The Tri-Attack crit into Tri-Attack Quick Claw. The Kingdra flinching out everything and its mother. The Porygon Z Dark Pulse flinching everything and Tri-Attack immediate burns. This game just kept on giving. I don't know, maybe I'm going to title this Playing in the Face of Obscene Luck. Now this is a Gen 2 OU tour battle. By tour battle I mean like room tour. Missed the Tar with Screech, it missed Lovely Kiss, so I go to Zapdos. Now I go to Cloister. So like, oh, it's gonna be a Monolax. Toxic it, so it can't curse up a million times, and I get the spikes up. He dodges. And I think I either Boom or go Tar here. No, I Surf. Not entirely sure. I don't remember why. I probably should have exploded there. Time misses Screech. No, like, okay, I'm gonna just Rock Slide because Toxic is racking up. Maybe I get a thing, and he's definitely Monolax, so he can't really hurt me, even though he's not Monolax. I miss Rock Slide. Double edges my Zapdos, and finally gets finished off. He goes to his Zapdos. My Tara is basically dead because of this. Missed all of its moves so far. It's Hidden Power Water Zapdos, because of course I cursed. Light Screen Thunder Zapdos. Yeah, Light Screen's Thunder Wave. Like, I don't understand. And then he reveals a Milk Tank, and I'm like, oh, come on. This is stall, and I've already almost lost my Tyranitar. It's Attract Milk Tank. It's Curse Attract Milk Tank. Also, this is why Curse Milk Tank is garbage. Don't use it. It's actually bad. And then I'm like, well, of course he's gonna switch, right? He's gonna... He doesn't. He milk drinks there, which is fine. I was getting a little overzealous with my plays, I can admit. But it wasn't a unsafe play. I can just go to Steelix and be fine there. Let's track Vappy. I growth up. This is gonna be like a little bit of a growth war. Yada yada. I get immobilized. I get immobilized. And go to Zapdos. Bad roll. And I die. Go to Snorlax. And I'm like, well, crap. Let's go back to the attract turns. Yeah, so immobilized. Immobilized. Keep growthing up. Immobilized. Immobilized. No, I surf here trying to get into Zapdos range. And I'm immobilized, and I'm just done. Oh, this was a ladder battle. That makes more sense. And look, this guy's rating for a Hacks team. It's just like, what the crap, man? And I have one more of... Yeah, we'll go through all of them. So I played Razor Gliscor in just a room tour. You know, the guy that's always playing room tours. That's how this went. And this is the round 2. Round 1, I think I got a bye or like something, or it was just like a really one-sided game that it wasn't worth showing, so I didn't download the replay. Screech Tar. Now I'm going to Rock Slide into the coup. I'm like, neat, I can EQ this. Miss Thunder, and I'm like, we take those. Now I'm like, surely he switches. You don't just want to lose your Raikou, right? So I Rock Slide, because I'm like, he's probably going to... Yeah, like, his Rock Slide does everything pretty much harder. I'm like, there's a Cloyster, I'm like, let's go. He clicks Surf, though, and I'm like, aw. Well, now is he going to spike on my Switch? And I'm going to T-Bolt it, because I thought he would just spike here. No, he doesn't. I'm like, aw, I didn't get a T-Bolt the Cloyster. I didn't get the 2-for-1. So I go to Zapdos, and then I go to Cloyster, predicting his Snorlax so I could get my spikes up. Wanted to Toxic the Golem, but I ended up Toxicing Zapdos. I'm like, that's fine and all. I think it's Hidden Power Water again. Keep running Hidden Power Waters. Yeah, and he's like, my counter. So he's like, now I don't have a counter to this after, after, like, when I sent out Zapdos. And I'm like, but Lax, though. You have 100% HP Lax. And he's like, my counter is Raikou. So why did you let it die? Snorlax is my backup, technically. And I'm like, okay. But, like, I just assumed he knew the tier better than this. Get my spikes up. Go to Licks. He hasn't showed Hidden Power Water yet. He's Hidden Power Ice. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Not sure if I get overzealous and curse up here, or if I just EQ. No, I roar it, predicting like a Cloyster or something. But just roar is generally safe here. Now I go to my Cloyster because I can threaten Boom. Now I'm gonna Toxic this, right? Toxic into Gengar. Yep. So I go to Licks and get Hypnosis. I'm like, okay, well, this sure is a game. I'm like, maybe I can burn a turn or two asleep, because, like, I don't take too much damage from Gengar. Go to Snorlax. I'm like, I can curse EQ up. And I'm like, you know, if you just give me enough curses and I can one-hit your Golem, I win. Or I just try and EQ here. I honestly don't remember how I play previously, because I was getting a little overzealous at this time. So a lot of my plays were not exactly perfect. But it just roars me out. I'm like, okay. Go to Steelix, and I'm like, okay. Maybe I wake. No, I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, he was like, wait, why did roar go last? He's like, oh, right, because that's how roar works. Get my Snorlax in on Zapdos. Curse up. Double edge the Cloy. No, I curse again. Good on me. I think I should curse here one more time. Or double edge. I don't know enough kills. It's been a day. I'm trying to figure out how I play all that. Goes to Golem, and I'm like, well, that's a free EQ. He can boom on me, but, like, and I don't understand the EQ there. You should always be exploding or roaring. Now I'm like, free curses. Because I can rest now. Crits me, doesn't matter, because I click the rest button, goes to his lax. He's going to curse up. I'm just double edging away. He rests. Double edge again. He's gone. Gengar booms. Then I just clean out the game. That was against Razor Gliscor. Just a clean curse lax sweep. But that was round 2. This is the round 3 game. That is why I showed this tour. This fits with the theme of the video. Come on, replay site. Kuon Tar, and I'm like, we take those. I click EQ now. He goes to Heracross. That's an immediate, oh boy, this is gonna be a game sign. And then I see Toxic Heracross, and I'm like, what the crap am I looking at? So just Thunder to Golem. I'm like, free Cloyster, let's go. He EQs the Cloyster. And I get my spikes up. And then I'm like, hi, Aggie. Can I just... Hi. I have a poisoned Zapdos. That's a wonderful sleep block. He crit Psychic on me. So now I'm just going to rest it up. Giga Drains me. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe he was predicting Tar. Crit Psychic on my Steelix. And I'm like, well, that hurt. I'm going to go back to Zapdos. Because I think I predicted a switch. Or maybe I was just being overzealous again. I'm like, it's fine, Zapdos. I'm just gonna thunder away at you. This should be a Hidden Power Ice team. Yeah, it is. So I'm like, well, you should run away here. You're like, yeah, go to Lax. It's free. I just sleep talk. Oh, hidden power. Nice. I got the sleep call correct too. Oh no, I slept talk rest, didn't I? Or I just rested. No wonder. So body slams my licks. That crit on licks earlier. Notice that. Notice that it's instead of being at like 81, it's at 61. He curses, I curse. Now I'm gonna roar him out, or maybe I keep cursing. Yeah, roar him out. Now I'm at 46%. I'm gonna EQ this coup. So I died because hidden power water. Because of I was in range of the hidden power water now. Which is rather unfortunate because of the second crit. So I'm just gonna thunder into this thing. Hidden power, looking for golem. Okay, that's fine. Body slam curse stuff, gets my cloister free so I can threaten boom stuff. Toxic it as a mid ground so I can hit Koi or Golem. And now I'm like, surely you don't let me boom on your lax. And I click the button and he does. And I'm like, we take those. Vappy to deny the Golem. Go to Zapdos. On his cloister. I'm like, you had a cloister this whole time, my dude? Yeah, I let Golem remove the spikes, but that's fine. Like, I don't think I need them to win this game. Heracross, I screech it. It's hidden power fighting, which is like, why? Why is there hidden power fighting Heracross on my screen? Why are you not Mega Horn? And he crits me with hidden power. And it's like, oh boy. Mega Horn barely leaves me with like a little bit. Like, stop critting everything. Because now I have a very low Tyranitar. I'm just going to sack it. Go to my Snorlax. And I'm like, this should be a clean win. Because I curse up. He has to boom on everything. So I sack the Vappy. No, I can't sack Vappy. I have to take your boom. Then I have to get the 50-50 right of whether he surfs or booms with Koi. And I'm like, I'm going to Vappy. Because you're booming. I call it right. Now, Snorlax should by every right win this 1v1. Because it just clicks rest right now. I can rest loop the Raikou. But he paras me. Why did I click curse? Oh, never mind. I deserve to lose this game. I'm an idiot. Why would I ever click curse there? That was deserved to lose. Oh, that's why. I calced it. And it's a 17% chance to 2-hit KO from my current HP. And not factoring accuracy. So I'm like, I can get a curse up here. It was, like I said, at the time of these being done, I was playing overzealous. Rest was the correct play there. Pretty much always. And I don't understand why I didn't rest. So that was somewhat dumb of me. Now, where is the true? This is the one. This one, I cleaned up my play. I cleaned up my play a lot. Like, really, it's much better in this game. Same team. Misses punch on the Snorlax. Curses, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm in for a ride. This is when I was using Dynamic Punch instead of Screech on the tower. Missed Dynamic Punch again, and I'm like, this is gonna suck, isn't it? It really is gonna suck. Cloister, Toxicate. Maybe this should have been Steelix. But I wanted my spikes. So I wasn't being patient, so I guess that is a misplay. No, I think I just explode here. No, I go to Zapdos. Because it takes one? Why did I go to Zapdos? Hmm. I guess I was still playing Overzealous. Just boom on the Cloyster, trying to deny its spikes, go to my Zapdos. And I'm like, well, Thunder time, baby. He stays into boom on me. Which, that is not a... Just don't do that. Go to Curse Lax. He curses up. We double edge. He immediately crits me, and then... he immediately crits me as I click Curse. And so I just lose my Lax. I roar out him. And just boom on the Zapdos. Don't kill it. Hidden power to Steelix, and then I'm just like, time for a Vaporeon 1v1. Because I should, in theory, be able to win with Vaporeon, because it's Acid Armor. It's not Acid Armor, never mind. So he rests with Zapdos, which is interesting. These two get KO'd. I would have assumed Thunder was the play. And you think he paras me. And then that happens. But, like, it's just, like, he got everything this game. Like, those really timely crits. The missing literally everything was Tyranitar. This still wasn't the game I was talking about. Now, all of these things, I played a little bit less than good. But it was good enough to have won. Other than the fact that I got the quality of my luck. Now, where is the last one? This is the one that I was talking about, where I said I played really well. I cleaned up my play. Screech into Scarm. I'm like, oh, let's go. Rock Slide time. And I see a Milk Tank on my screen. I'm like, ew. Stall. Well, I saw Skarmory, and I'm like, you stall. Goes to his Q. I go to Cloyster because I thought he'd go Lax. But it's fine. I have my own Lax. Get Cloystered on Skarmory. He's going to sub on my Toxic. I'm like, okay, let's scare you out. Try and get a para on that Raikou, please. Don't get it, which is fine. Go to my Lax. So that I can force his Skarmory in. So that I can go to... Okay. So, yeah, I curse once here. The idea is I'm going to keep forcing these Raikou Skarm loops. Because I can just get my Cloyster in, get up spikes, and then try and Toxic the Starmie. But every once in a while, I change up and stay in with Snorlax. Just to make sure he can't get overzealous. I miss Toxic. Yeah, he can get overzealous and, like, stay in or do something dumb. So he spins, and I'm going to double edge his substitute. I probably should have double edge again. Where do I go to Cloyster? Let's go! Wow, I was really playing quite well. Just spiked up. No, I switched to Snorlax. Let's see, subs. I think he recovers here, actually. No, he spins, then he recovers. I remember he recovered at some point. Now he recovers. Not recovers, he just surfs. No, he did. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep full parrying. I keep full parrying. Then he goes to his Raikou, and I double edge crit it. Wow, hold on. That's neat. But like I said, every once in a while mixing it up so that he can't just do stuff like that. So that I maintain momentum. Just full para. Cloyster. Drill packs me. I think I click Toxic here, aiming at the Starmie. And I hit it this time, which is quite helpful. Spikes on the Marowak. And then I'm just going to surf that thing, because it's just like, thank you. Go to Zapdos, scare you out. Go to Snorlax, and then go to Raikou. I mean, Snorlax on the Raikou, and then... But he goes to his Snorlax, finally, and I'm like, that's a free Cloyster, baby. I think I get parried here. No, I don't. It's Thunder Snorlax. I hate Body Slams Thunder Snorlax. It's a bad set. Use Double Edge Thunder, because it kills Cloyster. And it gets the para, so I'm like, well, there goes my chance of having spikes. At this point, I think I realized it was the sample team, the Paraspam Marowak Milk Tank sample team. Yes, yep. She's like, well, crap. I misclick Cloyster here. That actually matters. Go to Vappy and just surf the Milk Tank. And I'm like, that's a Milk Tank. What do you do to me? It's freaking Heal Bell. Heal Bell's the Starmie, which just makes me sad. Then I surf the Raikou, and now I'm going to surf it again, because he should rest here. Also, I live Thunder, except he Thunder paras me, which matters, because now Marowak comes in, or Snorlax, and kills me. So I go to Steelix. And I just curse up, because if Marowak comes in, then I can boom on it. If Skarmory comes in, I can roar on it. I see a Snorlax, and I'm like, curse again. But I para. Then I para again. Now I roar it. No, I curse it. Okay, because he just hasn't shown Whirlwind. I think I roar now. No, okay. Just all the full paras. Yeah, I just curse up to +6. Now I roar it. Try and EQ the Starmie. Because it can't sub me forever. And I boom his Skarm. So now my Tyranitar is a huge threat. I EQ his Lax. And because my Vappy is paralyzed, because he did the I don't know why you stay in there. Why don't you like rest or switch or go even Starmie? Or, well, I guess you don't have the good options. But that para was really big. Now I do get a nice crit here, but I can go to Vappy and rest it up. He has a rested Rested Marowak, and he tries to wake it on me. Now he's gonna SD up. I just double edge him. EQ, double edge, and this is where things start to get atrocious, if I recall correctly. Para. Rest up. Crit. So he crits me, then he body slams me, and he crits me again. 2 crits in 3 turns. So I got a Vappy, and it's like, it's fine, I can rest here. Then he crits body slam again. I get a bad sleep talk. Now I rest again. Yeah, which forced me to rest much earlier than I needed. Get a bad sleep talk. Now I need to sleep talk. I want to sleep talk something like prefer. If he crits me, I'm dead. Now we're in the same situation. I have to rest again. Just wait for it. Sleep talk surf, which is decent enough. He thunder crits me, which I don't even know why you would ever thunder there. But he thunder crits me, so now I have to sleep talk rest. I don't. I haven't sleep talked any rest in my 6 sleep talks. So now I lose. Keep in mind, Snorlax had that game cleanly won, because this isn't a curse lax. And then he just double crits me. So, yeah. Yeah. Those are several unlucky games that for your viewing pleasure.